I had a conversation with someone the other day, and they said, "Why are you spending so much time on personal development on your channel?" Man, now that is a really great question. If you are going to be a good parent, and certainly if you're going to be a great parent, you need to be a good person or a great person. You need to be a person who is reliable, dependable, committed, a person of a certain level of character. That's just the truth. If you are unreliable, undependable, and uncommitted, you really truly will have a very hard time, if not an impossible time, of being a good parent. Today on Paint a Beautiful Picture, we're going to talk about personal development. Why? When a person is going to run a marathon, they don't wake up on a Saturday morning, put on some tennis shoes, slap on a pair of shorts, and go out there, stand at the start line, wait for the gun to go off and start running. Within a couple miles, if they make it that far, they're going to be on the side of the road going, and they're going to be in agonizing pain. In fact, they're probably going to have blisters on their heels and their bottoms of their feet. Dead serious. If they didn't have any training, they didn't have any preparation, they weren't building up toward it, there's not a chance on the face of this planet they're going to get out there and run the whole entire marathon and get to the finish line. Ain't going to happen. And we know it, right? There is a reason why in the NBA, in MLB, in the NFL, those guys practice hours and hours and hours pretty much every day. They do physical conditioning. They run. They do layups. They throw that ball. They catch that ball. They run down that field. They have batting practice. They have pitching practice. Yeah, there's a reason why dancers dance hours a day. If you think that you're just going to have a kid and then everything's going to be fine, the really sad, tragic, awful, terrible, bad news is good luck with that. It probably ain't going to happen. Not a chance on the planet. Yep, that's what a lot of people do. And they think it's all going to be okay. Because, I mean, everybody in the world has kids. What's the big deal, right? Let me share something with you. In nursing school, I did a paper about birthing practices in various cultures just in Asia. So Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Japan, China, the Philippines. It's astounding just within that very small region of peoples how differently things were done. But once a baby is born, that baby has to eat, that baby has to get changed, that baby needs to be kept warm. That is the universal truth around the globe. It's just how it's done. When I was in Afghanistan, it was very fascinating to me how differently it was done there. And in West Africa, wow, it was really different there as well. Just because you have a child and can keep that child alive does not mean that you are fully caring for that child. What are you doing for their spirit? What are you doing for their mind? In West Africa, in poorer cultures, and granted, most of these women are not even educated themselves, so they don't understand this. They take their baby, and they put their baby on their back, they wrap the cloth around themselves, and they go about their whole day's work because the baby's right there. No one's talking to that baby. No one is interacting with that baby. No one is maintaining eye contact with that baby. And oftentimes, developmentally, those kids are delayed. because they did not have any human interaction. So why in the world do you need to be interested in personal development? Because the kind of person you are has a lot to do with the kind of mom or dad you're going to be. And I earnestly believe that you desire to be a great parent. And I want to help you with that. So the reason why we're addressing and discussing, and I'm spending so much time with you day after day after day on personal development, is because the more developed you are as a human being in your understanding of yourself and others, in your compassion toward yourself and others, in your graciousness, in your intellect, in your ability to process and communicate thoughts effectively, as you are developing, you are equipping yourself to be a better parent. That's the reason why we're going to expend so much time and energy on personal development. I want you to know parenting is a long haul, okay? You can run a marathon in a day. It takes you 18 to 20 years to raise a child. And very truthfully, let me share this with you. Within the past week, I have spent very close to 5 hours on the phone with my one son and about 2.5 hours on the phone with my other son. They're going on 50 years old. And to this very day, as they live life and issues come up and they're dealing with things, I guess I'll use that language because we all deal with things every day, they still appreciate my input. Man, I am really a blessed, fortunate woman, and I admit that, and I acknowledge that, and I am so grateful about that my kids still respect me and appreciate my input in their life. My 18 to 20 years of age that I have on them give me perspective they don't have yet, and they respect that, and they appreciate my wisdom. As you develop as a human being, you will continue to have things to contribute to your kids' lives. And if you are really and truly blessed, maybe for 50 years, not just 18 or 20. Wouldn't that be awesome? That your kids would still appreciate you and benefit from your increasing body of knowledge, your continued learning processes about what it means to be a good person and process life and to cope with things. Wouldn't that be really incredible? I would love to gift you with that. And this is why we will continue to work on personal development. My challenge question for you today is this: are you just carelessly running through life, doing whatever you feel like and whatever comes next, without much of a sense of purpose or intention to continue to learn and develop? If you are, let me invite you today to change your mind and consider the possibility that actively pursuing becoming a better human is a rarely seen thing and a truly valuable one. So I invite you to continue to participate with me in developing yourself personally and developing yourself as a parent. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I will look forward to seeing you soon on Paint a Beautiful Picture. You may find additional information on our paintabeautifulpicture.com website. Additionally, you may watch me on Rumble, and you may also listen to a podcast on Buzzsprout or Spreaker, all under the name Paint a Beautiful Picture. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. You may subscribe, and if you are interested in receiving notifications, please hit the notifications button.